Hey everyone, just checking in. It's been, honestly, I don't even know. Let's say 2 months. Uh, Sounds about right. About 2 months since I got the serratus anterior, which is this muscle, uh, treated by Dr. Fullerton with PRP injections. I also got my rectus femoris and my iliacus treated in my hip. So just wanted to report and see how I'm doing. First, I'd like to say that I'm changing up the format of uh, my vlog, I guess. First, it was like, the Torn Labrum Chronicles kind of format. Like, okay, I have this specific issue. I wanted to document how PRP fixed or didn't fix this issue. It ended up fixing it. But the thing is that what was just originally diagnosed as just a torn labrum, it turned out to be much more complex with that, and so I started to feel like maybe I don't know how to describe it, but I feel like I was starting to that was a misrepresentation of what I was experiencing. So now what I'm doing is I'm focusing on just how PRP treated this one particular issue. Like, for example, here it is treating the serratus anterior and the iliacus. So just to have my experience, share my experience, I think in a more positive light of PRP. Because some people are like, why do you keep doing it? I'm like, well, because it works. So I've come to realize that the best way to get Dr. Fullerton to give Dr. Fullerton focus and to like help him figure out is to tell him what movement or motion or exertion causes pain. That seems to give him the most information to help. So as opposed to just saying, "Oh, it hurts," it hurts back here, around here all the time. If I'm saying, "Okay, it hurts when I hold my arm out and you push down," that is much more informative for him than just the general area of pain, because I think one helps lead to the cause more than just the effect. The cause mean what you want to treat. So knowing or realizing that after seeing Dr. Fullerton for some time, this past session when I went to him, I was like, okay, it hurts when I do wide grip lat pull downs. So like even just holding this really hurt. So Dr. Fullerton was all right, and he looked at it and was like, all right, there's a serratus, there's some damage, quite a bit of damage there, let's treat it. And the way that he diagnosed it, I wanted to demonstrate or document this. The way he diagnosed it is with nerve blocking, and so what he had me do is he had me flex without any treatment or anything, and what that picture looked like, or what that looked like, is what this picture is. And then he went in and injected with the numbing agent, lidocaine, certain areas where he thought the damage was, and then he had me flex again. And what that looked like was like this. And what happened is that my back looked a lot more symmetrical. Here's a side-by-side comparison. So anyway, so using nerve blocking, he figured out, oh hey, this all really seems to be something that needs to be addressed. And it also didn't cause the pain that it was causing when he had me do the flex, and even just hold the position when he did the numbing. It didn't hurt anymore. So it's pretty important stuff. And about a month after the treatment, even 3 weeks after the treatment, when I started return to exercising, I try doing wide grip lat pull downs now, and they don't hurt. So I presented with him. I'm like, okay, it hurts when I do this. Did the treatment, and now it no longer hurts when I do that. So I'd say that's a win. However, I'm still in some pain. It's less pain than it was before, but it's still definitely there, and it's now more of a flexing. It's such a minute motion that I can't really figure out like any other like resist or anything. It's just the motion, and what that motion is like taking my scapulas and pulling them down. So when I pull them down on this side, it doesn't hurt. When I pull them down on this side, it hurts quite a bit actually. And so keeping good posture, like I want to be rounded forward, but keeping good posture, pulling my scaps back, that doesn't feel too good. That doesn't tickle. So I'm going to present that to Dr. Fullerton, and hopefully that is the last piece of the pain puzzle. I should also mention that once again, should mention that after getting a PRP treatment, my body usually responds to the trauma by forming up a lot of adhesions, forming a lot of knots, and I definitely could kind of feel that. So usually I see my physical therapist with dry needling, but I think he's not as helpful now because I think he's used to me being a certain way. Like, oh, here's Adam, let me treat his posterior scalene, his scapula, and his levator scapula, and his upper trap. Those are what are always tight with Adam. But now that's not really the issue anymore. Again, proof that progress is being made. So, but he's now a little uncertain and not really sure what to do. So, it's causing me to try and find a new, fresh set of eyes to look at me without the prejudices of the past. So through my sprinting coach, I found a rolfer who sprinting coach kind of was legit, and went and saw her, and she was legit. She just looked at me. I didn't tell her anything about what was going on. She just looked at me and was like, okay, we need to work on your serratus, and we need to work on that first and now. And I was like, all right, let's do it. And it was pretty intense session, but she had me definitely feeling a lot more symmetrical, and things definitely feel more right. Apparently my neck is special, so she worked very hard on my what is it called, sternocleidomastoid muscle, and she couldn't quite get she couldn't get it to completely release. So what she said was that I should go see an acupuncturist because that muscle tends to respond really well to acupuncture treatment. So I went and saw an acupuncturist, and he also did cupping as well. And when he moved the cup, prepare for some bruises. When he did the cup to right here, oh my God, it like just sucked all the pain out. I was completely pain-free with everything for the day of the treatment and probably 2 days after the treatment. We're on the third or fourth day, and it's returning, but it's not as bad as it was before I saw him. But so this, these bad boys, this area that really needed to be worked. You can tell with the cupping, he also addressed other areas, but they didn't need the treatment as badly because they didn't respond as severely. So cupping is a new modality as well as the rolfing that I'm trying to do and to get everything working. With regards to upper back and neck, I feel like there might still be something going on in the front just because that muscle is so tight. She couldn't quite there was something wrong with the pec minor and the levator that's up here, so like all the stuff around the first and second rib. Dr. Fullerton has found damage on the first rib and the second rib and the sternoclavicular joint, so that's all in keeping. Maybe there's some lingering damage there. Maybe it's actually just responding to the serratus, playing tug of war on the scapula. I don't know. It's hard to find. find out what to do. The pain in my serratus area is come back. Not serratus area, but it's like, the serratus kind of like wraps around here. The pain that I'm experiencing is more internal. But when I press a lacrosse ball or something right here, like right underneath the scapula, that pressure just provides an instant huge amount of relief. Hi, Penny. And so I don't know what's the cause, I don't know what's the effect, but that's what I guess Dr. Fullerton is going to be tasked with. But I just wanted to document the symptoms that I'm currently experiencing. With regards to the hip, I told Dr. Fullerton that swinging my leg forward, picking my leg up when walking kind of hurt, and a couple other things that all kind of pointed to the psoas being damaged or the source of pain. He didn't find anything wrong with the psoas, but he did find some stuff wrong with the iliacus, and the iliacus does pretty much the same function. So maybe iliacus couldn't do anything because it was damaged, thus causing the psoas to do everything and be overly tight. So it seems like the iliacus is now carrying its own weight, sharing the load, because my psoas doesn't really hurt. However, when I tried doing windshield wipers, like when you lie down on your back and then swing your feet from one side to the other, huge shock of pain going this way to that way, which kind of existed before, but I feel like it's more intense now, maybe because the iliacus is working now, everything else is working except for this one muscle. I don't know what it is that's setting that off. I just know that it hurts a lot it even kind of hurts to just stretch, just to twist. So I'm going to present that to Dr. Fullerton next time I see him, and we'll see what he finds. But the pain the motion that I presented to Dr. Fullerton, again, the swinging the leg forward in walking, that doesn't hurt anymore. So I guess in summation, Dr. Fullerton treated successfully, in my mind, all the symptoms that I presented to him. It's just unfortunate. It seems like there were more symptoms that either I was just not really aware of because I was focusing more on previous things. And now that those things are fixed, I'm like, oh, yeah, it hurts when I do this too. So there you have it. I'm doing pretty well. The next time I see Dr. Fullerton is just going to be for a diagnostic, just for an assessment. It's not going to be for a treatment. I might wait until the next year because that way my FSA account will be replenished. I'm also going to be changing insurance to have a little bit stronger coverage. So since he's out of network, currently it doesn't pay anything, and when I'm upgraded to the standard plan instead of the basic plan, it might help pay for it some. So that, and also I'm just enjoying seeing the gains in the gym from working out. So that's my plan, and I'll document it. This is Adam, signing off.